Howdy gamers and gamerettes, I'm your host Dargarth the Gaming Redneck, and we're coming to play some more Persona 4 Dancing All Night. And here we go. I danced with all the strength I had, that's all I could do. Maybe I'm still young and an amateur, but I danced with everything I could to answer what you're feeling, Mr. Chimisu. Please, let my feelings be conveyed to her. Staring at the monster, I make one last mental plea before it cries out in pain.
Yes! Did we get through to her?
No! No! I won't accept this! I'll never accept it!
How stubborn are you? Just accept it already!
Shut up! Why didn't it work for Yuko? If you can convey your feelings to others, then why couldn't she? It's impossible to make anyone understand. That's nothing but a goddamn fairy tale! Me, the audience, the songs, the dances, they're all flimsy lies. None of them can mean anything!
That's not true! Then why did you go to the trouble of having Konami-san's group learn the song Yuko-san wrote? Isn't it because you wanted everyone to hear her song? Because you wanted them to understand the feelings Yuko-san never got to express? Even if it's just a little bit?
I wanted them to understand?
The monster finally bursts, and all that remains is Miss Chimisu's head bowed low. Did we get through to her?
Miss Oshimizu!
Miss Ochimizu!
How shameful of me. You just had to stomp right into my heart and show off. I had you pegged as barely capable of participating in a school performance. And yet, here you are. Cutting through to my heart.
Oh, then you understand what we were trying to say.
Oh, you were just crying. Come on, why'd you have to freak us out like that?
Kanji, you don't talk like that to adults. She's right, Kanji. You really gotta think before you...
Kanji.
Come on, you guys, relax.
The smile spread over everyone's face, and the warm atmosphere settles over us. I'm so glad all our efforts all our efforts weren't for nothing.
How many years did I waste? Groveling alone and taking out my pain on all those around me. I thought if people were going to hate me, I'd give them what they wanted. I was the worst, most despicable person I could be. I even went around claiming responsibility for the lyrics Yuko changed.
Miss Ochimizu.
I was wrong. I need to apologize to you. And to Yuko.
There's a lot we have to apologize for as well.
No, you don't. You all expressed exactly how you felt. You proved to me that it's possible to convey your feelings to someone else. That alone is enough to release Yuko from her suffering. And me from mine.
Miss Ochimizu.
Ochi! That's no good, Miss Ochimizu. Don't tell me you've been poisoned by these children too. You, who denied your true self for years and became the cold woman everyone wanted you to be.
All of a sudden, the voice echoes again, and we distinctly stand ready to protect Mr. Chimisu. But it looks like that's no longer necessary. I glance towards Mr. Chimisu, but she pushes past us and stands resilient. Her former competence now return.
Poisoned? Yes, I suppose they have poisoned me.
What about your deal? If you discard every bit of the you that everyone wished you to be, you'll face the same suffering again.
Enough! I revoke my deal with you. I'll make no more compromises. The Kanamine Kitchen girls, these shadows you speak of, and even you. I will save every last one of you from this place.
Isn't it us who will do the actual saving part?
Never mind that. Be quiet or she'll hear. again.
No, we won't let it escape this time. I've already made up my mind about that. For it to use Yuko's song for such vile ends. The more I think about it, the angrier I become.
Yuko's song? What is she talking about?
Wait. Are you saying you hadn't noticed? I'm appalled. And you call yourselves professionals. You couldn't even figure that out despite hearing it so often.
No one said we were pros.
A beam of light shines down in the center of the stage behind us, and the usual dressing room door appears. But this is unusual door. No, something's out of place. I take a closer look at the door and realize there's something unusual about it.
Whoa, another door! Wow, these things can show up anywhere. Maybe I should start calling them anywhere.
Nope.
It's not like the other doors we've seen. This one leads to an edit bay.
An edit bay?
It's something like a booth used for recording and sound editing. This one looks like the door to the room at Takara Productions.
Hold on, let me check inside first. Okay, it seems safe. I'm not sensing any shadows in there.
Then let's take a look inside. Follow me, everyone.
So the song that's been playing has been kind of staged. It's been sung. Interesting so far. Yes, definitely. Okay, I guess we gotta play with Konami. Takara Production dressing room, and Noma-san calls me here to discuss something pretty shocking. I mean, the news wasn't really bad at all for me personally. It's just that Dojima-san, who had been told that the same details with Nanako-chan before I got there, was sighing with a look of exasperation on his face.
How did we get here?
I'm sorry, but the reactions Nanako-chan got from our audience based on the TV spot we recorded were tremendous. The agency begged me to at least make an offer, and that's why I'm asking you now.
Yeah, I get that. You've been sitting here politely explaining every detail. That's not a reason to allow her to be in this LMB thing.
I sincerely apologize. Do know that we greatly appreciate your cooperation.
That's right, and Uzumi wanted to suggest a dream scenario, a joint performance with Nanako-san at the LMB festival. Of course, it won't be a joint performance with an important new song we were planning on to announce, but the idea was for me and Nanako-san to appear together in a time slot where the Konami Kitchens would have performed. Then again, one of the biggest reasons we were even considering it was because Tomino-san and the others are still missing. Still, considering that I'm the only one left, I felt so relieved that I wouldn't be performing alone.
Yay! I get to be on stage with Nanako-san! I'm getting so hyped! Yay! Me too!
With everything that's happened lately, Konami-chan has seemed a bit glum. But with Nanako-chan around, she's finally brightened up again.
Well, Nanako seems to be having fun with all this too. If this is what she wants to do, I've got no reason to stop her. But let's be clear on one thing.
In an instant, the musician's voice turns sharp and stern. Immediately, since that he's going to bring up a disappearance of Yu-san's group to mine and the other, I turn to face Noma-san and Dojima-san.
What might that be?
What's your next move here? I've heard from your agency that you've lost contact with a number of people. I myself haven't been able to contact you or his friends these past few days. Depending on how things go, I may need to step in on this.
Yu-kun and his friends are missing.
If they hadn't been in touch for just a day or two, I could have brushed it off as kids being kids. But I've about reached my limit here. I don't plan on throwing my weight around and making decisions for you. But my nephew and his friends could be at stake. I know this might not be what you want to hear, but I'll do what I have to.
Inoue-san, can we please also file a report with the police about the missing girls? I know this is right before the festival, and it might cause a stir, but we don't have the luxury of looking the other way anymore. So please, I'm begging you.
Konami-chan. Alright, I'll try swaying the agency on this. And if that doesn't work, I'll go to make the missing persons request myself, not you.
Huh? No, you can't! If you do that...
I'm your manager, Konami-chan. It's my duty to protect you. That's why I want you to focus on your work and not get distracted by other things. Granted, you may think it's a little late for me to be saying this now.
Inoue-san.
I'll contact a few people I know and try my best to keep this close. They might ask you a few pointed questions, but there's nothing I can do about that. At least be prepared for it.
Of course. I'm very grateful for your assistance. Thank you.
Well, that's when Nanako-san looks up at us, worried. She had been watching the conversation up to now. Dojima-san seems to already know what she's about to say. His face visually shifts from detective mode to dad mode as he scratches his head.
Are you okay? Are you and Dad fighting? No, we're not fighting at all. Your dad has helped us out a lot. Really? Really? Your dad is a super cool guy, Nanako-san. Yeah, I love Dad too.
Yeah, everyone is so great. Dojima-san, Nanako, Yu-san and his friends, and even Inu-san too. I honestly envy them. The people around Rise-senpai and Yu-san are all so wonderful. I wish I could be that way too.
Well, I'm gonna go contact the agency about this. Konami-chan, feel free to start your lesson whenever you're ready.
Oh, right! Thank you so much, Dojima-san. Now we can finally get the search for those girls started for real.
That Inoue is not a bad man. If you explain to him how you feel, I'm sure he'll take the proper steps.
Yeah, we really got through to him. I've never said things like that to anyone before. I can't believe what I said.
Well, opening up to others can be hard. Sometimes sharing how you feel could end up hurting them. But unless you do that, nothing will change. It's all the more important if it's someone you care about. Anyway, I'm sure this isn't over by a long shot, but hang in there.
I will. I have something to say too. I really like you, big sis. What? Really? Mm-hmm. Really?
Oh, she's so cute. I wonder what you's gonna say about this. I can't wait to see what you did back with this.
Really? Then I'm happy too.
All right, dial it back a little. Don't you two have a lesson to be at?
Ah, you're right. Come on, Nanako-san. We really don't want to keep Coach waiting too long.
Yeah, Coach is scary when he gets angry. Just the other day, I actually slept and ended up late for my ballet lessons. It was really pause something. Basically, you go into tiptoe, bring the other toe to the pivot leg, knees. Coach made me hold that position while he lectured me on and on. I can't let Nanako-san go through that hell.
Oh, and Mashita, one more thing.
What is it?
I looked into Ochimizu. Long story short, she's clean.
Huh?
It may be small, but criminals always have a tell when it comes to what they're gonna do. I've checked everything about her I can. Her alibi, her post-Takara Productions history, her relationships. I found nothing. She's simply a very passionate woman. She seems to be doing everything she can for your group, contrary to her public persona. Of course, there's no use in talking about evidence when I can't even figure out what exactly is going on here. But from what I've seen, there's absolutely no suggestion of Ochimizu being involved in any of this.
Thank goodness. So Mizochimizu isn't the culprit behind it.
Like I said, I wouldn't go so far as to call this an actual case yet. But at the very least, I'm sure Ochimizu has no part in it.
Huh. But then... if it's not Mizochimizu, then who do we look at next?
Well, about that, I did find something odd. While I was checking up on Ochimizu, I took another crack at finding more details on Yuko Osada. It seems there's one more witness in that case who hasn't come forward yet.
A witness?
I don't have any definitive evidence on this, since all I did was dig through newspapers from the time. But the testimony from the Takara Productions' first witness, the one who found the body, doesn't match up with certain other details. It's just a hunch, but I get the feeling that there's more to that case than we know.
Yeah, we figured out that Mr. Chimison isn't the culprit, but the case is still nowhere near solved. Honestly, whether or not there's a culprit behind this, actually, it'd be best if there wasn't anyone behind it. I just wanted everyone to come back safe and sound.
Okay. What should I do?
Just do your job. I can't have you along helping me on this. Since I've stuck my foot in it already, this is my case. My nephew's on the line too, don't forget.
Aw, you sure?
Come on, don't make that face. All I've done so far is look up things from old newspapers and whatnot. I don't even know if this supposed second witness really exists or not. Man, I didn't think not having my resources as a detective would be such a pain.
Sorry.
Well, I can't guarantee that I'll find anything more by digging further, but I'm currently having that contact of mine check the records from back then. I'll let you know if he turns up anything.
Okay, then I'll keep Nanako-san company. If you do find out anything, please be sure to tell me.
I really appreciate this. I'll leave her with you, Mashita.
Alrighty. Maybe we get to dance with Nanako-san some more. Look, they're so cute together. Got us matching uniform, almost matching uniform anyways. Maybe it's because Nanako-san is with me, but when we reach the studio, Coach is in a pretty good mood. For a while, we just talk about random stuff. Wow, Nanako-san's skills are impressive if she can liven Coach up this much. God, I really should learn from her example. As I mentally sigh, the studio door opens with a quiet sound, and his new son walks in.
Huh. The lesson hasn't started yet? Oh, Coach. I'm very sorry for the trouble you had with your payment the other day.
Oh, that was nothing. I was being a baby about it. I don't mind waiting on the check a little longer. After all, you proved your fidelity to me.
Coach, you're standing a little close.
Coach glides over to in his responds with a weary smile. What's going on? Was some kind of deal between the two adults made without me knowing?
All right, girls. Tomorrow is the big day at last. I have nothing more to teach you two. All you have to do now is pour your passion out on that stage. Tonight will be your final lesson. Treat it like the real deal.
Aye, aye, sir. I think I'm getting nervous.
Oh no, that's no good, Nanako. Remember what I said? If you're nervous, the audience will pick up on it. But don't go thinking you can be completely laid back either. If you ditch all your anxiety, then your lazy heart will lead to a lazy body. Hell, just look how loose I've gotten. Oh, a damn shame it is.
That's funny, but it might be true. Not the part about being loose, I mean. But it's okay to be a little nervous. It helps you feel like you're completely ready for anything as you get on stage. Even you, Big Sis? Especially me. Even now, just getting up on stage makes me freeze up like a statue.
Konami-chan, that would present a problem.
Oh, but I guess I'm better about it nowadays. I've gotten to the point where I can actually stay standing when I'm up there. Now, when I first auditioned for Takara Productions... Big Sis? What's wrong? My audition? Wait, did I do an audition?
Sharp pain runs through my head and I hunched over, wincing. Ow, that one was dangerous. My vision went completely white for a moment.
Konami, honey, are you alright?
Oh, yo. This happens sometimes.
Jeez, don't worry us like that. Tomorrow's the big day, so you need to take good care of your health.
Yep. Let's do our best, Nanako-san.
Well then, shall we begin? This dance lesson is ow!
Alright, who we gonna dance with? Will it be Konami or Nanako-san? started. Oh yeah. Heartbeat, heartbreak. Oh, Nanako said. Howdy, huh?
Every dream falling apart. Tell me why you did it after the promise. Still I can, oh baby. Looking so deep in eyes, heartbreak. You tell me goodbye.
Wasn't that great?
It keeps on.
Woohoo! Wow, this is amazing!
You tell me.
Look, look! Here!
Woo.
Here! Wasn't that great? Look, look!
You've started a new life. Who is holding your hand now? You've started a new life, moving forward.
Here!
Dancing and wonder we used to hear a million times, and I'm holding back. Waiting day and night,
Love this song.
waiting day
Here!
and night. I need your love. Heartbeat, it keeps on pounding. Heartbreak, you tell me.
All right, we got a fever.
So cool! So cute! So impressive! Ta-da! Absolutely adorable! That was amazing, Kanamine! You even sparkle when you're not on TV! Dancing with you is so fun, Kanamine! Let's do it again! Here!
Oh yeah, really good.
Stage clear.
I did my best. I hope Dad was watching. That was so good,
Ooh, that was pretty good.
Keep taking lessons and you'll hit the big time.
Yeah, that'll do it. A pause right there.
To be honest, I don't feel too well, but it wasn't bad enough that I couldn't dance through my routine. I just have to get through the concert tomorrow like this. No, I will get through this.
I did the whole dance. That was amazing, Nanako-san. I'd say you're already better than me.
That was great. I knew I saw potential in you. You are totally on fire right now. I'm starting to look forward to the show.
But I still can't help but be nervous. I hope people come to see us.
I'd expect quite a crowd. How are the numbers looking, Minoru?
It's a sold-out show, fortunately. Almost every seat in the stadium's main stage should be packed. The size of the audience will dwarf any of Kanamine Kitchen's previous performances.
A full stadium? Oh man, oh man.
Just imagine that. All those people waiting to see you two. You'll really show the crowd what a bond looks like. You'll become one with the audience, and your performance will be legendary in the idol world!
We're going to be legends? Wow!
That would be something to see. It's very difficult to put on such a show that you truly become one with the audience. To convey how you feel through song and dance and having people understand you. That's no mean feat.
It isn't easy.
Huh, what? And this word has an odd weight to them, grasping viciously at my heart. It isn't easy to become one with the audience. I know that. I mean...
Minoru, honey, will you stop throwing a wet blanket over us when we're trying to get hyped up here? I'm sure these girls can do it. I taught them everything they know, after all.
Oh, sorry about that. But since Nanako-chan is performing too, I thought raising the bar too high might make her nervous.
This is why you suits always get in our way. You don't have any vision.
That's right. It's not easy. Even Yuko-san.
Huh?
Huh? What did I just... Ah!
The moment I snap out of it, an intense headache hits me, and this one's severe, worse than anything until now. I wonder what it is. I think there's something really wrong with...
Big Sis?
Konami, are you all right?
Konami-chan!
Come on, snap out of it!
Are you okay, Big Sis?
Don't shake her. Lay her on her back.
Because it wouldn't reach anyone. Or they wouldn't understand if it did. No matter how much she wanted to express herself. That's why Yuko-san... Huh? Where am...
As I open my heavy eyelids and my vision slowly returns, I realize I'm in my room. Huh? I collapse at the studio and then...
Oh yeah, Are you awake, Big Sis? Oh, Nanako-san. I'm sorry. I guess I collapsed.
You passed out during practice, so we had you transported back home. No, there's no need to get up. You're free to take some time to rest. We had a doctor look at you. The good news is he says it's probably just exhaustion.
Yikes! I'm so sorry. This is so embarrassing.
Well, you have been working non-stop lately. You should at least take today off and recover.
That's so nice of you.
Oh, also, I got approval from the executives about the situation with the other girls. I'll go talk to the police tomorrow.
For real? I'm surprised they didn't put up more of a fuss.
It wasn't easy, mind you. Yukun and his friends are involved too, so I used that and what Dojima-san told me to bolster the case. I've been in this industry for quite some time, you know. I like to think I know a trick or two to fight my battles by now.
Innocent makes his decoration with his unusual smile, as if it wasn't a big deal at all. I'm getting the impression he pulled off something pretty insane, so I decided to stop asking for more details.
Yikes! Inoue-san,
Still, since that's in motion, there's nothing we can do about their part in the festival anymore. It wouldn't be right to keep their names on the program when we have a formal search for them underway.
Oh, right. They won't be able to appear at LMB, huh?
I know how much they were putting on the line for this festival too. That's why I tried to hold out so long, to avoid this at all costs.
Inoue-san.
But don't let it bother you. I realized something from what you said to me, Konami-chan. Even if it turned out to be nothing serious and those girls ended up resenting me, I should have prioritized their safety to begin with.
Oh, that guilt is like a knife to the gut.
Stop that. I just told you that this was my fault. Well then, I'd better get going. I need to get up early tomorrow, so I'm gonna have Nanako-chan stay with one of the agency ladies. Your job for tonight is to get plenty of rest, and be back to your chipper self when I come to get you tomorrow morning.
Oh, thank you.
Innocent nods and then heads to the entrance after talking to Nanako-san. I'm so sorry, Nanako-san. I feel like I caused trouble for her. While I'm thinking, Nanako-san breaks off from walking from the afternoon and comes back to peer at my face.
Big Sis, will you be okay? okay by yourself? Oh, Nanako-san. I'll be okay. I'm a grown woman compared to you. Aw, that's no fair. I'm a big girl, too. That's true. You really have kept me going, Nanako-san. So, will you dance with me again tomorrow? Mm-hmm. I'll dance with you. Alrighty, then you're on. I just have to get better by tomorrow. You just have to. See you tomorrow, Nanako-san. Bye-bye, big sis.
And with that, folks, we're going to end this video here. And like always, be a gamer and play the game.